Welcome to America's Game of the Week. The Green Bay Packers versus the Chicago Bears from Lambeau. Packers won the flip. They're going to defer it, and the Bears will set up shop starting at the 28-yard line. Since week 9, he's won 5 straight games, 10 touchdowns, only 2 turnovers. Darnold, of course, motherfucker. And DeAndre Swift up the gut. He's going to get 5. Or 4, excuse me. Second and 6. Swift in the backfield. Williams drops back. And he overshoots Burden, his usual target. Odunze out of commission today with a knee injury. Or foot injury, excuse me. Williams drops back. Gets away. He's going to run. And he'll slide for a gain of 7, but we got flagged.
It will be tested. And it will live on by the people it inspires.
Pass incomplete.
The Home Depot.
And the Bears go 3 and
World
out.
Cup 2026 supporter.
He was looking for DJ Moore on that pass. That one nearly gets blocked. Dobbs waits back at the 15, over the 20, 25, 30. And he's down to 31. And we've got flag. Change the color to a greenish tint. It's caught for a gain of 6 by Jalen Reed. There we go. Hello, Daniel. Happy Sunday. Second and 4, ball on the 16. Guess the penalty was on the 20. Hand off to Jacobs. He's going to bolt through for a gain of 11, I believe. They're going to give him 10. Career against the Bears, 6 touchdowns to 1 pick and a 121 rating and 70.5% passing percentage. It's for Jordan Love. Read in motion, trip set, and to the left. He trips to his left. Jacobs gets a hand up, but he's not going anywhere this time. No gain. Single back, empty set. 3 to the left again. And 2 receivers to the left again. Love drops back, goes over the middle. It's caught by Musgrave. First down, gain of 11. Damn it. I hate when this happens. Signal loss. I'll have to switch to the triad. So gain of 7 to Jalen Reed on a pass to the 43. I hate it when I have to do that. Second and 3 from the 43. Jacobs again in the backfield. And Jacobs only going to get 1, maybe 2 out of that run. Third down. Fitzpatrick now comes in to replace Musgrave as a blocking tight end. Matt LaFleur is 7th year as the Packer head coach. Pair of back-to-back wildcard pop-up appearances. Fakes the handoff. Love goes overboard. Caught by Reed. He'll get 3. First and 10 from the 46. From the 47. So you gave him 4. Huh? Over the middle. Caught by Watson. Gain of 5. Oh, they gave him 6. Yeah, 5. Whatever. Second down, 4. Hand off to Jacobs, he's stuck. At best, he gets one out of that run. At worst, he didn't get. Gardner Johnson on the stop. They're going to give him one. Third and 3. Ball on the 46 for Green Bay. To the outside goes Jacobs. He's got the first down after a pickup of 4. Oh, he got him 4. From the 43. Yeah. 27 on the Packers. 3. Oh, it's Wilson. Take him a 3. Sweat with the sack. Ouch. 11-yard loss. Love going over the middle. Picked off! C.J. Gardner-Johnson down the sideline and out of bounds at the Green Bay 38. Hello. First and 10 from the 36. Williams out of the weak eye conditioning, the weak eye. Fakes the handoff. Goes over the middle. Caught. First down, Chicago at the 19. No, they're saying down by contact. And before going to throw the challenge flag, that looked like it was recovered by Green Bay upon going down by contact. I mean, the interception by C.J. Gardner-Johnson, plain to see. This one, not so much clear cut. Okay, so call is overturned, but it is not a fumble. Instead, they're going to call it incomplete, as Loveland lost control of the ball as he was coming down with, as he was being brought down. So the Bears dodge a bullet on that one. 2nd and 10 from the 36. And somebody jumped on the Bears, so false start. 2nd and 15 coming up for Chi-Town. That pass is incomplete, 3rd down. Third and 15 from the 41. Williams drops back. Chase out of the pocket. He has to get rid of it. That is way incomplete. So after a pickoff at the 30 that takes the Bears in the field goal range, they're pushed out of it and forced to punt on a 3 and out. I'm just going to mute this for about 3 minutes. We'll be right back with how many minutes and seconds to go? 5 minutes and 24 seconds left. Green Bay will set shop at their own 11. Well, at least it's moving at a fast enough clip. Relax, Maka. Stay strong, Maka. You got this. A simple, honest soul. Heroes. A simple, honest soul. Heroes. Or is he just saying that because he knows Mike was basically coerced into throwing Vic under the bus? You want an honest answer? I don't know. You guys know how I feel about Mr. McFarland. I don't like him. I don't like him. In all honesty, Vic vouching for him isn't going to change the tune. When you look at the North, it is becoming more clustered than you'd expect. 1st and 10 from the 11. Green Bay's got it. Jacobs in the backfield. And off to Jacobs, and he's going to plow forward for 6. 2nd down coming up from the 17-yard line. Simple, honest soul. Give me those, man. Second and 5, actually. Ball at the 16. 2-back set. Drop back. Caught over the middle by Christian Watson. 1st down to the 37, taking the 21. Going deep. Musgrave's got it. Sound built. Did this survive the grass? What? It's my dinner. I mean, yeah, it's just a simple bowl of cup of roast chicken ramen, but still. This is why I prefer those microwavable bowls. These foam cups are not very durable. Probably going to be around until after shortly after the holidays. Oh. Mm. Mm. Of course, the entire city of Green Bay owns the Packers. Call is overturned. Watson couldn't complete the. And that wipes out a massive pickup. Each side has used the talents, and each side has salvaged a timeout. 4:09 to go in the quarter. Second and 10 from the 35. Love drops back. Caught over the middle by Jacobs. We got a flag. Pick up a 6. This is probably coming back to a holding call on the Packers. Or a face mask, and they'll do the down. That's going to put them back on the 21-yard line. Never understand how the Japanese deal with these damn things. That's caught by Reed, and he'll get 6. I mean, he'll get 5 of those yards back. Third down and 20 coming up. Well, they're going to give him 6. Third down 19. Love and he overshoots Romeo Doubs. Duvernay back to receive the punt. Kick is away. It's a high skyer. Receives the 19. Fake dekes over the 20. And brought down to 25 after a return of 6. So 3:01 left in the quarter. Williams hasn't been able to get out of the blocks. Can he get some going from starting his own 25? We'll find out when we come back. No score at Lambeau. Oh, and my second Packer call this season. What? No use doing this stuff on an empty stomach.
We all have a name. It will be called. It will be tested. And it will live on by the people it inspires. The Home Depot, official FIFA World Cup 2026 supporter.
You know the old saying, no use working on an empty stomach. No wonder he looks like a kangaroo after retirement. $16 degrees feels like 6. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line for the Bears. Hand off to Swift. Nice cut, and he'll get 7. Maybe 8. Well, of course it'd be the coldest game for Micah. He spent most of his career in Dallas, where it's relatively warm. Relatively warm being the key word. I mean, Dallas tends to get pretty cold in its own right, but not this cold. Having said that, 2nd and 10, 3 from the 32. They're going to hand it to Swift again. Plows forward, gets free, and gets another 7 yards, and gets 5. Maybe 6. First and 10 from the 37-yard line. Swift in the backfield again. Fakes the handoff. Parsons in pursuit. Caught. And it's a 3-yard pickup. First catch of the first passing yards of the day for Caleb Williams. From the 39. And Swift will get 2. Where the fuck's Monaguy? Swift in the backfield again. 3rd and 5. And 3rd and 7. Packers send the house on the blitz. Gonna lob it. Incomplete. And once again, Chicago forced the punt. I wonder how the run scheme did today. The kick is away. Do they hold the line today? Ooh, 9-5 win. At least we get one win. They get one win out of this. Out to Jacobs. He'll pick up 7 to end the quarter. First place in the NFC North at stake here. Gotcha. Ball control's been all Green Bay. 19 plays for 74 yards to Chicago's 11 for 24 yards. I mean, for 20 yards. It's 2nd and 3 from the 25. And from the 27. Jacobs in the backfield, single back formation. They're going to hand off to Jacobs again. Finds a hole, and he's going to pick up 5. First down to the 32. What's been the winning blueprint for the Packers offense? Well, they have the fewest turnovers in the NFL at 7 over the first 3 months plus. Best third down percentage at nearly 50% at 49.3. And third best red zone efficiency at 67.4%. But today they've been picked off once. First and 10 from the 32. Faking the handoff. Gonna overshoot it to Musgrave. He's gonna get 8. Oh wait, that's not Musgrave, it's a 6. 3rd and 2 coming up. Third and 2 from the 40. Handoff, and Jacobs is not going anywhere on that. At best, he gets 1 yard out of it. At worst, he went nowhere. They give him 1. 3rd and 1. Last year on the ground, well, for the most part, the run game has been fairly even to last year. It's a bit of a step back, but not much. Hand off to Jacobs. He's found the hole over the up the gut, and he'll get 7 for another first down for the Green Bay Packers. Oh, hi, Iman. Not much. First and 10 from the 48. They're just going to spam and the run game. This time it's Wilson, but he's not going to get much. Gain of 2 at best. Well, at least they stopped using round ball rock for Fox's collegiate basketball setup. Drop back by Love. Musgrave gets this one, but he's going to be about 3 short. So a pick up a 7. A pick up a 6. Want to come in, Iman? Third and 2. Ball on the 44. Fake of the handoff. Gonna dump it off for head to 81. First down in Bear territory. Gain of 22 puts the ball at the Bear 22. Fake handoff to Wilson. And Weil, who's normally a run blocker, makes a catch and a gain of 21. Then hand off to Jacobs. And he is stuffed at the line. At best, he gets a yard out of that. At worst, back to the line of scrimmage. C.J. Gardner-Johnson on the stop. So he goes nowhere. This has been a horrible start to the game for the Bears. Only 2 passing yards. And their defense is just looking exhausted right out of the chute. Love sets up at the 22. Fakes a handoff. And he's going to have to, and Love just gets rid of it. 3rd down. Flag. If I had to guess, illegal use of hands on Chicago, that's going to help the Bears. It's going to help the Packers. And the fans don't like it. Flag is picked up. That looked like defense DPI against committed by Johnson on Musgrave, but whatever. Third and 10 from the 23. Love drops back. Gonna go it over the middle again. Caught by Watson. Touchdown. Down Packers. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. Go, Pack, go. Snap, hold, kick, good. And the Packers draw first blood. Let's see if the Bears can rebound on that. 9:19 to go. Green Bay 7, Chicago 0 before halftime. And with 9:19 left before the half. Oh, excuse me.
Welcome back to what should be a thrilling second half.
Big episode. Just look how long it is. So thanks to our sponsor, that helped to be his bowler hat. Even when a Tim was cheater, tried to assist, and you won't find your friends at Reka. Sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship. There will always be another story, another duel, another game, and you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games. The battle of the millennium is about to start, but we wouldn't be able to make it happen without some help from our friends for show. 8 hours on this hard because Rexiness has a real-time fight, much like Cisco. The combatants are set. We run the data through all possibilities. Before we start, let's play some ground rules. We're treating this as a real-time fight, much like Cisco battles on anime and tools later on in the UU experiences. Given that the rules of Pokemon and Duel monsters are nearly incompatible, we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably
Never been a fan of the Tubi original shit.
But I have lightning blade and excuse to boost my attack. And I set one card face down to end my turn.
Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him up with quick attack. Everyone else, finish him off.
Punches away to the 15 and kicks away to 20 and down to the 26 as the Bears returner. Micah Parsons, first player in NFL history with 12 or more sacks in each of his first 5. Interesting. Very interesting. Swift in the backfield again for the Bears. He's been probably their go-to player at this point so far. 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. They hand it off. No, that's Monagai, and he's going to get 4. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Audible at the line. Monagai gets another 2, maybe 3 out of that yard run. 3rd down. Fake of the handoff. Williams caught. 1st down. Luther Burden. $12-yard pickup. 1st and 10 from the 45. Williams gets rid of it. Incomplete. 2nd down. No grounding as someone was coming back towards the ball. $7:15 to go. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 45. Williams has been pressured 5 times, dropped back 9, but he hasn't been sacked yet. Pitched him on a guy. They're still up. And he managed to stay on his feet on that hit. And manages to turn it into, at minimum, a 2-yard pickup. And they're going to add an unnecessary roughness penalty on Keyshawn Nixon. That's going to be a 15-yard bonus for Chicago, and they need that one. That's going to put the ball at the 42. They put the ball at the 38 of the Packers. At the 48 of the Packers. And out to my guy. Goes up the gut, but he's only going to get 2, maybe 3 out of that one. From the 46 or out just on the edge of the 45 in Green Bay territory. Hand off to Monagai again. He's trying to plow his way forward. They'll give him another 3. Third and 4. Ball at the 43 of the Packers. They hand off to Monagai again. Fighting for that first down. He's not going to get it. 1 yard short. 4th and inches for the Bears. Question here is, what do you do? They're going to bring Swift in. They're going to go for it. Monagai and Burden out. Zacchaeus and Swift coming back in for Chicago. Fourth and a yard. Packers line bunches up. Fake of the handoff. Williams going to go to the outside. He's got the first down and a little bit more. Pick up a 5. From the 34. Pitch to Swift. The Monagai, but he's not going anywhere. No gain for that one. And the fan base is pissed as the Bears get another flag. That's on Keyshawn Nixon. And that is, at minimum, moves Chicago closer into better field goal range. Ball at the 18-yard line. Williams sets the play up. Who was that going to, and what the hell was that? Lots of 6 on that dumb play. On that dumbass end around attempt. 2nd and 16. Straight snap to Monagai. He's got room this time, and he'll get about 5. And he'll get 8 on that run. And he'll get about half of those yards back. 3rd and 8. Two-minute warning, 7-0 Green Bay.
Oh my gosh. No, the Colts. If he's actually hurt, okay, he's hurt. No, the Colts are done. The Colts are actually done. That's their season. That's literally their season right there. Is this non-contact? He just tore his Achilles. He actually just tore his Achilles. The worst injuries are non-contact injuries, and he just tore his Achilles. Oh, you see it pop. Oh, it just popped. Oh my gosh. As much as I was enjoying the Colts' downfall, this is not how I want to see their downfall start. They just lost their QB for the season. He just tore his Achilles. I'll
contact you're going to see here.
Dumps it off. And pick up 1 for Swift. And the field goal unit will come out for the Bears with 1:47 left. Cairo Santos comes out. This is going to be from 33. And he got it. Bears on the board with 74 seconds left in the half. Remember, Packers will get the ball in the second half. Minute 14 left in quarter two. Packers 7, Bears 3.
Sir?
Is it not enough? Can you break a 500?
No, 500s don't exist.
Is everything all right?
Apparently my money is no good here.
Well, I'm pretty sure this is Monopoly money.
And?
I am a hotel-owning millionaire philanthropist.
New Monopoly Scratch-Offs. Play your way to real cash wins with prizes up to $1 million.
I really hate when this happens with Discord. That's going to put the ball on the 40 on such a bad place kick. First and 10 from the 40. Love hands off to Jacobs. And he'll give him 3, maybe 4. Pat's caught by Musgrave, and he's hit shortly thereafter. First down, Green Bay either way. 8 seconds left. Timeout call by Green Bay. On the Bear 45. Shotgun formation. Single back. Drop back. Love's going to go over the middle. That's dropped by Musgrave. Incomplete. 45 seconds left. Second down.
Every holiday, the Home Depot works with family farms to help the right tree find you.
Love drops back again. Going over the middle for the bomb. Caught! Touchdown! Who's number 16? Bo Mountain. And with 38 seconds left, the Bears are going to add to it. I mean, the Packers added their lead. Kick is good. 14-3 Green Bay. Remember, a win for the Packers would put them in the 2 slot. Win for Green Bay today would put them in the 2 slot in the NFC. At 9-3-1. Okay, so avoid Popeyes, Bojangles. Kicks away from the 5. Well, that bad place kick comes back to bite the Bears. They're saying the ball came out. Someone's saying the ball popped loose. And it looks like, who's got it? Bears keep it with 33 ticks left on the clock in the half. First and 10 on the 26. Williams out of the gun. He's dropping back. Goes over the side. Caught. And Loveland will step out of bounds. Will slide out of bounds for a first down. Gain of 11. .27 to go. Ball at the 37. Young drops back. Williams drops back. And this time he's going to get leveled. Loss of 9. Loss of 9. Loss of 8. Or are they going to say not? They went down for 9. Loss of 9. So the ball's now on the 28. Second and 19. Empty set. Williams has been, Bears have been really getting them under pressure today. Williams drops back. That is that's well behind Luther Burden. Third down. Williams drops back again. Going sideline. It's caught by Swift. And he's going to be taken down after a gain of 9. The Packers will call their second timeout with 10 seconds left. Go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go. Last play of the half, going to be a punt. Get it off. And that's going to stop at the 6. Not that it matters.
Family Farms to help the right tree find you.
Be down at the 6. Not that it matters. First half ends with the score: Green Bay 14, Chicago 3. 207 to 71 total yards, 1644 to 1316 in terms of possession time, 6.3 to 2.5 yards a play in favor of the Packers. Jordan Love, 12 to 17, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Caleb Williams, 6 of 14, 32 yards. Josh Jacobs, 12 carries and 44 yards. Colin Monagai leads the Packers with 8 carries for 25 yards.
Shooting apples.
Luther Burden, 1 catch for a 12. Christian Watson,
You
3
wanna
for
fix
48 and a touchdown. Sweat and
apple.
Bade
wrong?
each have a sack.
Good.
CJ Gardner
what? We should
Johnson
call
with
your
7
dad. Where's your dad?
tackles. Emmanuel Cooper with 5 to lead the
No.
team.
Are you really his father?
First downs, 11-6 in favor of Green Bay. In the ground, in the air, 7-2 Green Bay, 4-2 Green Bay. Bay on the ground from penalties, 2-0 Bears. Third down efficiency, 5 out of 7 for the Packers, 1 out of 7 for the Bears. On average, yards in the air, 8.3 to 1.5 in favor of the Packers. Each quarterback's been sacked once, one for a 14-yard loss on Love, and one for a 9-yard loss on Williams. Ground game has been a little more even, 58-48 in favor of the Packers. On 15-13 in rushing attempts, 3.9 to 3.7 in yards on the ground. Penalties favor the Bears, 3 for 15 yards against them, as opposed to 4 for 45 against the Packers. DeAndre Swift, 1 carry for 4 yards, 4 carries for 18 yards. Caleb Williams, 1 for 5 yards. Jalen Reed, 1 for 7 yards. Emmanuel Wilson, 1 for 7 on the ground. Colston Loveland, 1 catch for 11 yards. DeAndre Swift, 2 for 11 yards. Durham Smythe, 1 for 2 yards. Bo Melton, 1 for 45 yards and a touchdown. Luke Musgrave, 2 for 22. Josh Wiley, 1 for 21. John Fitzpatrick, 2 for 14. Jane Reed, 3 for 13. Oh, it's Edrin Cooper. Excuse me. Kingsley and Inagbade has a sack for the Packers. And outside Cooper, no one on the Packers has more than 3 tackles, whereas with Gardner Johnson, no one's got more than 4. Kevin Byard III has 4. Gray Jarrett's got 3, and beyond them, no one has more than 2. For the Rams, they need this win today to stay ahead of Seattle, and they're getting some help. Puka Nacua, touchdown, make it 24-10 at the half over Arizona. Raiders getting clobbered by the Broncos, 14-7, that game in the third quarter. Marvin Mims Jr. with a punt return for a touchdown, and it's a shame his reception yards aren't magnified here. Other games today, Josh Allen came back to lead the Bills over the Bengals, 39-34, and the Vikings shut out the Commanders, 31-0. Seattle wins 37-9 over Atlanta. Tennessee pulls the upset off over Cleveland, 31-29. Jacksonville wins 36-19 to take the lead in the South over the Colts. Didn't see the 31-27 score. Saints upset the Bucks, 24-20. Jets get clobbered, 34-10. And you look at the AFC playoff picture. The Steelers move back in front in the Central. The Ravens, Dolphins are now the Dolphins now move into the wild card hunt.
Cool.
Well, over in the NFC picture.
Yeah, I'm trying. Just pass the ball.
Yeah, just
Okay.
Pass it.
It feels good to be heard. It feels good to Geico.
Things are getting mucky. Let's check in on what's going on in the game between Denver and Las Vegas for the moment. I don't get any points for punt return touchdowns, do I? Oh, I do? That's interesting. need a Fear Factor reboot with Johnny Knox with the star of Jackass. Defensively gives punt return TD points, depending on the league. Okay, thanks, Nick. Well, thanks for the information. Better see if it's fixed on the chat. This shit again.
Changing here, our next weather maker off to our north and west part of the frontal boundary moving in, and likely going to see some showers here on your Monday, and some wintry weather up across the mountain. New winter weather advisories to go in effect until 1 a.m. on your Tuesday for our mountain counties. Temperatures right now, a lot of upper 30s here across the Carolinas. We'll be talking more about the chilly temperatures and what's going on.
Chilly, dry night, showers Monday, and snow for the mountains, and another cold shot. Good grief. I really hate those kinds of updates. The new X22 is out. Let's see. Monroe Doctrine has been resurrected. Counties are on notice. End of the old countries are on notice. End of the old guard. Let's see. Trump is now helping farmers out in California. Waters in the north to help the farmers in the south. China is now producing soybeans from the states. New manufacturing powerhouse. U.S. now building tiny cars. Trump is ready to release his liquid gold. It's liquid gold under our feet. Elon wants the UE to abolish, the European Union abolished, which led to the destruction of the European electronic currency of the Eastern Central Bank or European Central Bank. Deep State trying to stop Trump from moving forward. This plan to take back the country and allow the people to control it. At least the NSS, letting the old guard know their days are numbered and put the countries on notice. Is going down a different path, and some of the allies and be our allies. Trump is about to change world war. Interesting. Out. And I'm going to be blunt for the Colts. I don't know how bad the Jones Achilles tear is. I thought it was the fibia finally breaking. But either way, at best, Jones ain't coming back until November. At worst, he's not returning until 2027. Then until the 27-28 season. About to begin the third quarter. It's been all Packers so far as they're getting ready to receive the kickoff for the second half on this frigid late afternoon, early evening in Wisconsin. And with the exception of the first. Kick is away, and this time it's going to fall in the landing zone at the 10. 20, 30, 34. First and 10 from the 35. Fake the handoff. Under pressure. Love gets rid of it. Incomplete. Jalen Reed was the closest receiver. Hand off to Jacobs. He's not getting anywhere. Second down. Oh, they lose one. Going deep. Incomplete, and we may be getting an OPI flag. If you insist, Earl. But keep in mind, I am not very trusting in newbies. There's the link, Earl. And the Packers start their first drive of the half with a 3-and-out. Question is, have the Bears figured out what the Packers were doing? Kick is away. Out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. And we've got another flag. What's the flag this time? And they'll have to do the kick again. It's another 10-yard penalty. This time for holding against Green Bay. Right there. Number 42. It's on Orzic. This will push the ball back to the 24 for to Green Bay's own 24. And that one's going to bounce out at the Bear 34. 42-yard punt, no return. Minute 4 into the second half. Let's see if Chicago can actually do something this time. 14-3, Green Bay.
Versace Eros for men.
Second and 4 after a pick up a 6. Sorry, I dozed off briefly. On a 6-yard pass. Swift in the backfield. Or is that my guy? I cannot see. Switch to an eye set. Roll out. Williams going to take it himself. He slides. First down at the 48-yard line. Give him 6. Okay. Drop back. Williams loses side of the pocket. Off the hands of Swift. Incomplete. Took a little too long. Now to Monagai. He's fighting forward. He'll get 5. Third down. He'll make a pickup of 5. Maybe 6. They're going to give him 5. Over the middle. Caught by Loveland. Gain of 7. A gain of 9. Swift in the backfield. Ball at the 37 of Chicago of Green Bay. They fake the handoff. Williams drops back. Pocket collapses. Trying to escape. He does. Fires. Caught! Did Cole Kmet catch it? Yes, he did. Ball at the 11. First and 10 from the 11. Swift in the backfield. They get the snap off in time. Hand off to Swift. And he's going to get 4. He's going to make a gain of 4. Second down, 6 from the 7. Ah, damn it! I said the fucking name. Curse you, TikTok. Second and 6. Swift again, trying to push forward. The pile's moving forward. Now it's moving back. I'd say he got to about the 3. Single back set. Third and 1 from the 3. From the 2. Hand off to Swift. Up the gut. He gets the first down, but he does not score. Back to the same trick. First and goal from the 1. 8:25 to go in the quarter. Fake of the handoff this time. It's a touchdown! Chicago! Zacchaeus! Olamide Zacchaeus. Olamide Zacchaeus. Did he even catch this? Let's see. He did catch it! Bears going to go for 2. Interesting. I was just taking 1, but whatever. It's Ben Johnson. And off to Monagai. He's trying to plow his way through, and he does! Point conversion's good for Kyle Monagai. And the Bears pull within 3, 14-11.
Shooting apples. Oh! You know what'll fix that? New Fireball blazing apple. You know what? We should call your dad. Where's your dad? Woof. No. Are you really his father?
New Fireball blazing apple. Shoot it straight.
Mm-hmm. 8:20 to go, and it seems like the Bears are finally starting to come alive. Caleb Williams leads a 50-plus yard. Leads a 64-yard drive, and it gets the Bears back in the game. The kick is away. Back to the 3. And forward progress stopped at the 27. That's where Green Bay will set up shot with 8:08 left in the third. First and 10 from the 37. Was about a 10-yard penalty. Yes. Jacobs in the backfield. Reed in motion. They're going to go end around with Reed. He's got the cut over the 45, over midfield, and down, pushed out the 48-yard line. Gain of 15 for the Packers. Out to Jacobs, gets loose, but gains 2 yards out of it. But only gets 2 out of it. And down for pick up a 5. Nothing. Three from the 41. Fade the handoff. Caught by Watson down the side, down the out to the left side, and he is gone. Touchdown Packers. Christian Watson with his second touchdown catch of the game. 2011 Green Bay. Snap, hold, kick, good. 6:10 left. Packers respond right back. 21-11. Then at Lambeau.
We all have a name. It will be called. It will be tested. And it will live on by the people it inspires. The Home Depot, official FIFA World Cup 2026 supporter.
Hmm. Flag. Ball didn't get to the landing zone. Monagai in the backfield for the Bears. Just to start the drive. Fake of the handoff. Williams fires. Caught by Komet. And he'll be down at the Green Bay 44. Or after a gain of 16. Fake of the handoff. Screen pass to Monagai, but he's going to lose a yard on that catch. That was sniffed out pretty quickly. Hello, Joey. Fakes the handoff to Monagai again. Goes over the middle. Caught by Burden, and that's going to be a pickup of 21. Pickup of 19. On the 26. Just over 4 to go in the quarter. Reverse end around to Burden, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 on that run. I know they can't beat Miami. Roma Dunze out today due to a foot injury. 2nd and 8 from the 24. Screen pass. Incomplete. He was looking for DJ Moore, and Moore was hit as soon as that ball was thrown to him. 3rd down. 3rd and 8. Ball on the 24. Drop back. Williams chased out of the pocket. He's going to have to get rid of it fast. He does. And incomplete. And now the field goal unit will come out. This one will be from 42 for the Bears. This one will be from 42. Santos lines up. This one from 42 yards. Got it. And the Bears cut the deficit from 10 down to 7. 3:15 left in the third quarter. 21-14 Packers.
We all have a name. It will be called. It will be tested. And it will live on. By the people it inspires.
Kick is back to the 2. And down goes Wilson. Goes Emmanuel Wilson, 25-yard return. Now let's look at versus the blitz today. Jordan Love, 7-9, 108 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a 156 passer rating when he's facing blitz coverage. Basically, he's doing whatever he wants against Chicago's blitzkrieg, getting the ball out of his hand within 2.5 seconds every time. Anyway, 3:10 left in the quarter. Pack up 7. They set up at their 27. Throw to Jacobs. He's not going anywhere. At worst, he loses a yard. At best, he's back at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Edmonds, and they're going to say no gain. Drop back deep by Love. Throw is incomplete. He was looking for Dobbs. No flag. Good coverage by the Bears. Fans want a flag. They're not going to get it. Drop back. Slant pass. Caught, but a pickup of 7 is not going to cut it. 3 and out for the Packers. Packers go 3 and out. The kick is away. And that ball's going to take a bounce at the 17-yard line. And with a minute 32, the Bears will have a chance to tie it up. Up in the third. Let's see if Caleb Williams can keep that momentum going.
We all have a name. It will be called. It will be tested. And it will live on by the people it inspires. The Home Depot, official FIFA World Cup 2026 supporter.
Second half possessions have been a much more significant step up for the Bears. 17 plays, 101 yards, a touchdown with a 2-point conversion, and a field goal. First and 10 from their own 17. Swift in the backfield. Out to Swift. Finds a hole, and he's going to get 6. Game 3. Out to my guy. He gets loose and gets about a 9-yard pickup. Largest run of the day for any member of the Bears. Third quarter ends. Bears will have it on their own 35 when we get back. So the Bucs lose a trap game, which now ties them with the Panthers, who were not on the clock this week. Both teams now sit at 7-6 in the tank division. Atlanta is now out of the running, essentially. And off with the Mana guy, he gets another 9. 9 to the 44. My guy now is going to be taken out. Swift's going to come in. 2nd and 1 from the 44-yard line. Second and 1, Chicago from their own 44. They get a handoff. Instead of trying to go for the throw, for the run, instead, Caleb Williams is just going to toss it. Meanwhile, let's go back to Arizona, where LA continues to pummel away 38-10 over the Rams. Over the Cardinals. Puka Nacua with another touchdown catch. And when we look at the West race, remember, San Francisco's off this week, so it just basically be reduced. So this would Los Angeles wins. It'll be a full game. They'll be ahead of San Francisco, tied with the Seahawks. Third and 1, ball on the 45. Hand off to Swift, up the gut, and he's going to get 6 to midfield. Swift in the backfield again. Ball at the 49. They actually gave him 7. Pitch out to Swift. He's got it on the outside. And they're going to give him another 7. And they're going to give him another 6. Second and 4 coming up in the 43. Parsons leaves the line. I wonder if Man Cave's busy. I mean, he already did his game earlier this afternoon. Second and 3 from the 42. Nice shovel pass to Swift. He's over the 40 and brought down to 35 after a gain of 7 again. Williams over the middle, caught by Kemet. Gain of 7. Gain of 8, or Loveland, excuse me. Ball now on the 27 of the Packers. Bears starting to turn around here. Second and 3, ball at the 27. Swift in the backfield. They get the snap off. Williams gets free, slides, first down, gain of 4. Well, they're only going to give him the 3. What an escape by Caleb Williams. In the first 13 weeks, he was not sacked on 33. 21% of his passes were on the run. Throwing on the run, though, he sucks. Second to last in the league. Granted, that's the consequence of doing this. In any case, first and 10, ball on the 25. And it looks like we're going to have Green Bay wants to challenge the spot of the ball. We'll take a challenge timeout. 11:04 left in regulation. Bears have the ball driving. Green Bay up 7. Excuse me. Jerk, touchdown, Giants. 13-0. Lead is 26-0. 6-8, 33-8, 33-16, 33-24, 33-31, 40. The Giants would have won. They're saying he was down a yard short of the marker. So the ball's on the 25. Out to Swift. Now he's got the first down over the 20 and brought down at the 16. Gain of 9. DeMonte Swift. DeAndre Swift, 12 runs for 59 yards today to lead the Bears, or be among the leaders alongside Monagai. 1st and 10 from the 17. They actually gave him 8. Williams fakes a handoff. On the move. Slips. Fires it. Incomplete. Moore was the nearest target. Did what he had to do to get rid of it. 2nd down. At this point, I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. Second and 10 from the 17. He fakes a handoff. Gets a block, but he's only going to get 2 out of that run. 3rd down from Komet, but only enough to get 2 yards on that run. 3rd down. Third and 8, under 10 to go. Ball on the 15-yard line. Caleb Williams, rushes of 20 miles an hour this year. He's got 4 of them. Other quarterbacks have 5 out of the 9. 3rd and 8. Swing pass to Bird. Sneak through. 1st down, Luther Burden. And it's in the goal range. What's that gain of? 10? They're going to give him 12. Interesting. Where does he go down? Ball to 5. 1st and goal. Swift in the backfield again. They fake the handoff again. Into the end zone, overshot. Incomplete. For Loveland, but that was basically Caleb having to get rid of it. 2nd down. 8:45 to go. Bears have a chance to tie. Williams not having one of his better days. 16 out of 30 with 134 yards and a touchdown pass. So fantasy owners of him in any league, you're not getting much luck out of this kid today. Believe me, I would know. Second and goal from the 5-yard line. Hand off to Swift. Up the gut. Down to the 1. 3rd down. Do you keep going to Swift or do you bring in Monagai? They're going to go from the 1. Caught! Touchdown, Chicago! Colston Loveland, 1-yard lobber. With 8 minutes left, the Bears have a chance to tie it. I love these fucking rivalry games. Santos. Snap, hold, kick. Tie game! And the Bears have fought back from 11 down to tie it with 8 minutes left. You have to say the chicks will scream, Kringle. Kick is away. And into the end zone. Set shot at the 35. Waller Payne Man of the Year nominees for the Bears, DJ Moore, Jordan Love for Green Bay. Thanks, Wesley. In this half, it's been all Chicago. 33 plays for 184 yards over 17 minutes to 10 plays for 60 yards and just over 4 for the Packers. Granted, most of that was on one drive, on 2 drives. Hand off to Jacobs. Nice cut. Over the 40. Barrels forward for the first down. Gain of 11. You have 10-11. The reason that Bears defense is gassed, look at the amount of time, how much they had to be out there during the first half, and that will combine with the cold, and that'll tell you. 1st and 10 from the 46 for Green Bay. Love drops back, going deep over the middle, caught by Jalen Reed, pick up let's see, it's on the 35, 19. Gain of 19. Six minutes left. Ball at the 35. Oh, they're going to give him 18. He got it. He was pushed out to 36. Okay, fair enough. Jacobs in the backfield. Jacobs gets tripped up, but he is able to get 2 on that run carry. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball will be at the 34. Now, one could argue that if you do some small shit, if you're the Packers, you can at least try to go for the field goal. I mean, chew up the clock and go for the field goal. But if you do that, that's damage control at that point. Love in the backfield, trips to his left. While in motion to the right. Pocket collapses. Nice leap by Jacobs, and he's pushed out before he even gets to the marker. I'm going to say they give him 6. Third and 2 from the 28. At the very least, the Packers are in field goal range with 5.5 left. At the very least. And Green Bay is going to call timeout to reset. 5:18 left in the game. Tied at 21. 3rd and 1 coming up. Next Sunday, most will get we'll get our game of the week. Most will get Rams and Lions. Not in my case. I'm getting Panthers Saints, and that's what I'm going to stick with. While others will get Raiders Eagles, Browns Bears, Commanders Giants, Cardinals Texans, Titans and 49ers. As it'll only be a single game on next week for the Fox networks. CBS gets the doubleheader call next week. Where it stands right now, Green Bay sits as the second wild card, while the Bears sit as the number 2 seed. A loss for Chicago would swap that, and a win for the Packers would swap that. Would cause their positions to swap. 3rd and 1. The pitches to Jacobs. He gets free over the 20, 15, 10, down to 6. Pick up at 22. 21, so he's down to 7. First and goal from the 7, under 5 minutes left. Hand off to Emmanuel Wilson to the outside, but he's tripped up. Down to the 3. And Sean Wright of the Bears is down. We'll take an injury timeout. 4:33 left. 21-21. Well, this game is moving by pretty quickly. I think he's concussed. The way he's on his knees kind of screams concussion. Let's see what happened. Oh, it's a knee injury. I thought it was a concussion. But he's up in his own power, so he should be fine. Either way, 2nd and goal, ball at the 3-yard line. We ball at the Chicago 4 coming up when we get him off the field. Second and goal, ball on the 4. The question is, are they going to go to the ground game and Jacobs again? Jacobs in motion. And it looks like a bear jump. One of the Packers jumped the gun. False start. This is going to push it back to the 9. What? Okay, so neutral zone infraction on the Bears, and this is going to make things a little easier for the Packers. Ball will now be placed on the 2. I'm going to be blunt. For the Giants' next game against Washington and the game that follows, well, it's against Minnesota, and then against the Raiders, and then against Dallas. I can see at least, at best, New York winning 2 of those games against Washington and against Vegas. But at that point, do you really want to risk burning the tank to the ground a lot sooner than you did last year? Fans, you know how fans covet the number 1 pick. And off to Jacobs. He's not going anywhere. 3rd and goal coming up. Loss of 1. Don't like that zone setup. Out to Jacobs. Touchdown Packers! With 3:32 to go. Kicks away, and the Packers go back in front, 28-21. It's been one hell of a comeback, though, by the Bears. When you get the protection of that guard. Which is what she should have done in the first place instead of heading backwards. I'm watching an old Legends episode. While Williams has turned his game around a bit, it's still not enough to compare to Jordan Love's game. 8 plays, 55 yards. Josh Jacobs, the main catalyst. We're down to 3:32, and the Bears have got to move it. Kick is away from the 5. 15, 20, 25. And forward momentum stopped at the 25-yard line. And that's where the Bears will set up. They've got 3 minutes and 26 seconds to get to the goal, get into the end zone. Time is of the essence for the Bears. There's if they want to stay atop the North. First and 10 from the 25. Williams drops back, going deep. Caught by Burton. He's over midfield, fighting down to the 47-yard line, to the 46-yard line. Picks up 29. Okay, they say he picked up 29. He was down at the 48. Whatever, Mr. Burkhart. I counted 29. Whatever. Fake the handoff to Monagai. Williams better get rid of it. He's got Mike on his tail. He does. It's short. He was looking for Zacchaeus. Saves himself a sack from getting sacked, but he wasted a lot of time. Second down, 2:39 to go. Ball at the 47 of the Bears. So he ball at the 47. So they gave him 28 on the last pass. Second and 10 from the 47. They fake the handoff again. And again, Williams is flushed out. Set. Fires. What a catch! That's by Duvernay. Xavier McKinney was hot on his tail, but Duvernay was able to grab it. Where is he at when he catches this? 22. So a pick up at 25. And we reach the 2-minute warning. Oh, they only give him 24. 28-21. Bears within striking distance of tying this game up again. And honestly, Boomtown 89ers, I don't really care. Care what the Jets do. If you're the Bears, you can't afford to chew up too much time on the clock. Monagai now in the backfield for the Bears at the 23 of the pack. 1st and 10. I set. They hand it to Monagai. Over the 20. Fighting. 6. Minute 35 to go. Bears have got to hurry. The more clock is I get the strategy. The more clock you chew up, the less time the Packers have to try to get back and win the game on a field goal at worst. 2nd and 4. Ball on the 17. They hand to Monagai. He's going to go the opposite direction and brought down at the 11-yard line. Gain at the 14. Gain of 4 and gain of 3. And one of the things that tends to doom drives like this, clock management or mismanagement in some cases. 45 seconds left. Ball at the 14-yard line. Did Monagai get it? No, he didn't. And the Bears are going to have to burn a timeout with 26 seconds left. 4th and inches. Clock reset to 27 seconds. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. And both teams down their last 2 timeouts. Run, spike, and then throw it. That would be my tactic if I'm the Bears. Now you're in a situation where you can't run it constantly. Now if you're the Bears, this is a situation you can't run it on the constant. And the Packers are going to ice this. Timeout. Number 2 wasted by the Cheddarheads. Denver held on, but barely over the Raiders, 24-17. The Rams crushed the Cardinals, 45-17. All comes down to this with 27 seconds left. Fake of the handoff. Williams going to go deep. Picked off! Keyshawn Nixon in the end zone with 22 ticks left. Seals the deal for the Packers. 28-21. He underthrew it for Komet, who was too far back in the end zone. But with that play, Green Bay and Chicago now switch spot positions in the playoff seeding. The Packers now move to number 2 in the NFC North. Move into the North Division lead and number 2 in the NFC wild card in the NFC playoff hunt. Final score, Green Bay 28, Chicago 21. What a game. And in terms of the top seed in the division, in the conference, it goes back to Los Angeles. $186 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick for Caleb Williams on 19 of 35 passing. 17 of 25, 234, 3 touchdowns, and a pick for Jordan Love. Josh Jacobs, 20 carries for 86 yards and a touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 13 carries for 63 yards. Monongai, 14 for 57 and a 2-point conversion. Williams, 4 for 15 on the ground. Reception yards, Luther Burden led the Bears with 467 on 4 catches. Christian Watson, 2 touchdowns on 4 catches with 89 yards. Colson Loveland had a touchdown for the Bears, as did Olamide Zaccheaus. Josh Blackwell with a fumble recovery. Each team got to their opposition's quarterback once. But at the end of the day, Bears fall to 9-3. Packers go to 9-4. Packers go to 9-3-1 and move a half game, though not by much, ahead of the Packers in the lead of the Bears for the North. Comment. That's it for tonight's game call. I'll be back next week for Panthers Saints. And you're probably wondering why I'd be calling a trap game. Simply put, think about what's at stake in that game. If the Bucs screw up again against our next opponent, the Falcons, and the Panthers win over the Saints, Panthers have a chance to move into the playoff spot. Till then, this is Mets2128 signing out. Goodbye and good fucking night on behalf of both the Aboriginal and Hardcore Sports Networks. Bang.